Welcome, Leos. Welcome to Leo for Leos, guys. This is a channel featuring intuitive tarot readings on YouTube dedicated to the general reading for the astrological sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Cross watchers are always welcome. This particular reading will be applied to love and romance. I usually don't do those, but this is a special for August during the wonderful, wonderful time of Leo season. So definitely look into this however it makes sense for you. And some things that I say will resonate with you, and some of the things that I say will not. Take what works and then leave the rest. I too am a Leo. That's why the channel is called Leo for Leos. So this reading is going to be for both of us. The reason why I'm doing this bonus reading this month is because when I was doing the main reading for Leos, it just felt like I kept getting a particular card show up almost all the time, and it was the Two of Cups. It just kept showing up, like, what the heck? and so then I was just thinking that maybe I should just do a special video for you guys, because then that video would have been like 3 hours because there's a lot to cover. And I just, for some reason I felt like it was special. And it's not really talking to every single Leo. It's definitely for single Leos. It's definitely for Leos who are kind of testing the waters with someone new. And it's for Leos who are kind of in relationships that are like they're not really into, like possibly wanting to get out of a relationship but not really committing. I know that there's also a couple of other scenarios that are more serious and more intense, and that's where August's reading really comes, the main reading really comes into play for a lot of people who are going through like abusive relationships and situations that are really dire. They're romantic relationships that have gone bad. That particular video and that particular reading really covers all of that, but this one is really going to be for more people who haven't really found their special someone. It's one of those things. So of course, with the Two of Cups, the lions are showing up in our readings as usual. So this could be for, like I said, for lovers, but it could be also someone who you have a very strong platonic friendship with, that is concerning work or some sort of harmonious partnership that is what I would consider twin energy. One is feminine and the other one is masculine, regardless of gender. And now we're talking about energies here. So one is really more nurturing and the other is more coarse of a personality. And sometimes they switch places in synchronicity. So that's kind of cool and fascinating. There's a great partnership happening here. They've taken up to join forces, and I'm sensing that this is a bond that is lasting. This is a friendship too that is very, very strong. This is someone's, this is actually someone's specific relationship. If it's yours or you feel like it's yours, please comment in this, make a, if you feel like it's yours, just leave a comment down in the comment section and, say, hey, it's me. It's me you're talking about. And, it seems like this person they have like a really great working relationship, so they can work together. One of you guys out there in the world is at least going through this scenario right now where you're actually working with someone who's showing promise as a good partner in more areas than one. So let's see if we can clarify this baby. Yeah, let's do some more clarifying, because it'd be nice to know there's more detail here. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a feminine, nurturing energy that is highly creative. This is really your energy, Leo. There are lions all over this card. Do you see them? There's 4 lions, and there's even a little kitty cat. Now, this is a person that is really creative, but this creativity, even if you're not creative, is not always about art, but it's more like this person is creative and willing to work with the other partner. They're looking to work with the partner either they have or the person that they're trying to manifest. So let's clarify that Queen of Wands there. All right, we have the Moon. The Moon, okay, so, someone is keeping a big secret, Leo. So, I mean, this is big. There's someone that, yeah, they're keeping a huge secret. And, the thing about the Moon card is that this secret is definitely coming to light. It's going to be brought to light. So the Moon is in an eclipse, and the Sun is like right behind the Moon. Once the eclipse is over, eventually the truth is going to shine through. The truth is the Sun. And so, look, this is very, very interesting that that this person is keeping this secret. And the reason why I feel like it's big is because it's not so much that it's a big secret as much as it's a secret that is not actually a secret that you could imagine, right? You've probably gone through a lot of scenarios in your mind, and this one is way out the ballpark. I'm pretty certain that some of you out there are having the secret, that you have secrets that you're holding on to for any new love affairs that you're having, but the other person has an even bigger secret. All right, so let's keep going. Let's clarify this Moon, as I'm curious what's going on here. What's happening? See what's going on here. Forgive me, I'm a little messy on the shuffle. Cards are going everywhere. All right, the next card up to clarify the Moon is the 7 of Wands. Okay, this secret could leave you on the defense, or make you feel as if you're in a as if your position is compromised, even though it looks like you're going to actually be fine. You're actually on higher ground, so you have the advantage. And this is definitely in your mind. This is a scenario that's completely in your mind. The thing about this card to see is that the wands are, the opposing wands are not actually being held by anybody that we can see. So it's possible that there's a threat. There might not be a threat. So it is somewhat ambiguous at this point, and maybe, but you've got the high ground, so you're in control. The next card up. Ooh, this one's trying to pop out here. The star. The star is a wish come true. Okay. So, at least you think it's coming true, right? It's like you've seen, you know, because, you know, the Queen of Wands is a bit of a magician, kind of wielding the wand like a magic wand. And you're kind of calling this Two of Cups into existence. This harmonious joining that is something that you really want. And you've thought about this a lot. You're hoping and you're wishing and you're dreaming and you're manifesting, and you really want this to be your forever relationship. And you know, and you want it to be strong and you want it to be solid. It's very idealistic, to be quite honest. But you figured out how it could actually work in the real world. And this is conjuring up something interesting, because you do have one foot on reality and you have another one in the dream world too. So you know what role you want this partner to play in your real world. You've thought out the way you both will live with each other, and how the things you're going to do with each other for the rest of your life. I mean, not totally like everything planned out, but just like the general gist of how you want things to go, how you want things to be run. Now, let's get a little clarity on this wish. Okay, the Fool. In this particular case, is that you want to be in a relationship where you don't have to look over your shoulder all the time. Okay? You want to surrender to the love and surrender to, you know, your present moment, right? You want to be able to trust who you're with and be free with them. You want to really fall in love. Like, look, he's almost at the edge of the cliff. I mean, you want to fall deeply in love, and I'm getting the sense that you're really not quite there yet. These are all ideas of what you want and not quite reality. So what else? Let's see. Let's do one more clarifier for the wish. Well, maybe we'll do two more. So let's see. Okay, we've got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a beautiful card. Yep, this is going on with the same pattern. It looks like this is about the image of a harmonizing relationship that is cooperative and loving. There's a lot of tenderness with this card, and this is really what you're looking for in a relationship. Someone who is sweet, kind, and loving. I mean, who isn't looking for that? But in particular, you've thought about this a great deal. Okay, one more. All right. Again, another positive card to kind of talk about the wishing that you're doing. This is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is saying, yeah, all of these cards are about the dreams and the high hopes that you have for your relationship, of having your cup completely run over with love and the feeling of being loved, like the feeling of being loved. I mean, that sounds amazing. Hey, look, sign me up. I want to be a part of that too. And, you know, the Queen of Wands is really manifesting this big time. Big time. Definitely Queen of Wands is manifesting. So if you're a guy and you're listening to this, you're a male Leo, and you probably already know that, you know, a card like the Queen is not always meant just for females. It's also for males as well. It's just a marker for your intention in this relationship. So, you know, you don't want to get too hung up over male, female. It's just the essence of what this card is communicating as your heart's desire. And you know, they couldn't have gotten the King of Wands, because that means something completely different. It's completely different. So whether you're in a relationship or not, this is definitely your ultimate wish. The Star card is bringing up all of these feelings of the hopes and wishes, and Ace of Cups rounds out that dream beautifully. So let's see what's next. Let's clarify more. Let's go back to the Two of Cups and clarify more about what's going on with these Two of Cups. How can we get our Two of Cups together, you know? There we go. We've got the Three of Wands. Okay, Three of Wands here is really interesting. Okay. It's almost like you're trying to figure out if somebody is for you or not. If it, you know, is this the one? You see how the head's cocked to the side? Hey, what's going on with, you know, this person over here? Is that the one? And it looks like you're taking your time and just trying to wait to see what happens. You're not forcing it at all, which is so good on you. Don't, you know, forcing situations, you know, it hardly ever works sometimes. Being very gentle and just testing the waters very, very very carefully, especially with the Me Too movement on both sides. I think it's very important that we, you know, send subtle hints, but never get too aggressive, you know, just kind of see what we can gather from just regular old conversation and casual chatting and things like this. You know, and to be honest, this person looks like they may have made the grade so far. And you're just testing the waters to see what will happen. And, you know, this is really about staying on your toes and really just waiting to see what happens and being ready for it a little bit, you know. And in many ways, this person could be a really good union for you. But we have that secret that, you know, from the moon. And I have to be honest, that really scares me a little bit. It worries me a little bit. So I'm not sure. Let's look a little bit further about this Three of Wands. Let's see if we can get a good clarifier in here. Okay, so we got the High Priestess. Okay, that means we're not gonna get the secret from this card reading. We're going to have to wait to find out in person with the person, you know, whenever the time for the secret to come out comes out. It's just not, we've gotten the stop card. Like you can't know any more of the secret. That's done. There are no more answers for me to peer into. But it does tell me, this card does tell me that intuition will play a big part in your part of the equation. That, you know, you'll be able to, based on the stuff that you sense within yourself about this person, good or bad, you're going to have to rely on intuition a lot, okay? And let's see if we can get another clarifier just to it went flying out. It's the sun. Okay, the sun. Yes. Okay, so now it's starting to piece together. You've got the intuition with the high priestess. Okay, so using the high priestess with the intuition, and that concerns like feelings, emotions, and many of the intangibles. Then you look at facts. That's what the sun is all about. Clarity of vision and facts. So this is about getting a clear picture of things and using both your logic and your intuition together. We can find we can't find the secret, but we can find the solution of what to do once we learn about the secret. And once we also learn, you know, figure out like, hey, you know, what do we do next, kind of thing. Now let's go back again to the Two of Cups. See if we can get anything else. What other messages we have for Leo for love in August 2019 to do with the Two of Cups. All right, we have the Hermit. Okay, the Hermit for some of you. For some of you, you've been alone for a really long time. To contemplate your past, to contemplate your future, and what you want that to look like. Okay, so you're building a better you. You're building a better system for relationships, and trying to understand the things that truly matter to you and the things that truly matter in relationships. And there's a lot of self-discovery and self-love in this time period. And for many of you, you do not want to end that time period. You're finding it kind of nice to think of yourself and to take care of yourself, even though there's a part of you that also kind of would love to have someone to share your life with, and all of these really cool things that you're discovering about yourself. You'd love to share that with someone. If we can remember the Six of Cups, sharing and tenderness, you know, we want that. And also too, this may also be that you might need some time by yourself, so you can think about this person and contemplate like what you need to do next, and instead of just jumping into relationships, or instead of like, you know, sometimes you might need to like actually take some time, like, hey, I need the weekend, and I need to take the weekend by myself so I can figure some things out. There is a sense that if the relationship is built on something solid, or if the relationship is meaningful with this person, that they'll wait for you if you need a weekend, for crying out loud, you know. So yeah, you could take that time to kind of process everything that's been happening. All right, what's next? And I still want to dig into the Hermit a little bit more to see what's happening with, why are we getting the Hermit here? Okay, we've got the Four of Cups. Okay, Four of Cups. There's a sense that you have a whole lot going for you, and a whole lot working for you, but there is something fundamentally missing from the equation. Oh, I was just saying that about the, was I not just saying that about the Hermit, that you'd love to share your life with someone? This is incredible. I did not. This is, it's like repeating everything I just said. It's crazy. It's not crazy. It's the cards. It's the tarot reading. What do I expect? Sometimes it blows my mind, or it makes me very surprised when that happens. So please forgive me, as I too am still learning about the tarot, even after 19 years of playing with the cards. All right, so more clarifiers for the Hermit. The Magician. Okay, so yes, you know what this is, and you're willing it into your life. That is the love that you've been really, really looking for. The love component that's missing. You've been manifesting the Two of Cups so hard. And for some of you, it's like, when is my Two of Cups gonna get here? And for some of you, it's like, is this the Two of Cups? The relationships that you are starting, and that people that you're meeting. And definitely don't jump into anything too quickly, but that's hard to tell, Leo. Once we like someone, we just want to give them so many hugs and just keep them forever, But yeah, while you were in Hermit mode, you were using all of your magical strength to manifest this this kind of union that you're trying to get your hands on. All right, so back to the Two of Cups. Let's see if there's a new message there. All right. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. You've been waiting, okay, a long time. Just like the Hermit, pretty much predicted that. But the Hermit also pertains to, the self-love and the self-care that you did while you were alone. But this is just also the waiting. This is the waiting. And you put so much time and energy into thinking about your love and manifesting them. You've done the inner work to heal, and you've been waiting for this person. And this is a love partner, business partner, friend. This person is, even deeper than a friend, but more of a person who will help you grow in almost every aspect of your life. And you've been trying to manifest them for 7 years at least, okay? So even if you're in a relationship at the moment and you've been, you've been clear about the kind of relationship that you want for 7 years. And in many cases, you're waiting for the person you're with to change into that person, or you're waiting for that person to come along and just scoop you up. And yeah, okay, let's see if we can clarify that. Seven of Pentacles. All right, Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is really talking about a self-reliance and the ability to satisfy yourself. This is something that Leos, as a Leo, we're always trying to take the strong route, very independent route. We can take care of ourselves. There's a lot of power in our ability to do that. We can walk into a room and set the tone of, and we try to set the tone of laughter and fun, and maybe we might walk into a room and crack a joke or something because we just find it easier to provide to live in happy environments instead of depressed ones, right? So even though some people will think like, hey, being alone, you're sad and you're probably depressed, but for Leos, we of course, depending on the intricacy of your birth chart, things might be a little different. Of course, we suffer from depression and stuff like that. But on the most part, especially when we're around other people who are upset, we definitely like to lighten the room. We like things to try to be happy. And in particular, I'm like focusing on someone who is happy and happily single. And the thing is that they're not happy because they're single. They're just happy because they are using the happiness to get through the harder times, right? And they can take care of themselves and they can satisfy themselves. If they want something, they can go get it themselves. They know how to do this. And depending on the partner that you're looking for, it could be a turn off or a turn on. And some people may even be like, oh, Leo is so happy by themselves. Well, maybe they don't want to be in a relationship. Or like, Leo is so happy by themselves. Hey, it would be even awesome if I could join the party too. You have that effect. And so it's very important for you to be mindful about how you're appearing to your potential suitor. It's very important to watch how you're coming off to your potential partner, that you're welcoming and but not too easy or too it's such a delicate, relationships is such a delicate little flower that you've got to hit all of the notes just right. Also, okay, going back to the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups could also be a warning about indulging in things in order to feel a certain way, and not really being satisfied with those things, right? So you have this opposite card, the Nine of Cups, but then you have the Four of Cups, where you're not quite satisfied with what you have, that you're desiring this mystery item that's in the clouds, right? Having your head in the clouds, so to speak. So it's about managing who you are during this process, that you don't decide to go on a drinking binge one night, or you don't decide to do like spend up all your money shopping or dive into drugs, because you're just kind of like, it's also a card of addiction too, where you're like, I'm doing this thing seeking this other element of maybe love, affection, trust, being in a loving relationship, having a true connection with someone. But since you don't have it, or you feel like you don't have it, you resort to things that are harmful and that or that gives you a temporary high, and it doesn't help at all. It's with a partner that matters, and like really understanding that if you're with someone right now and you're like doing all of these things to kind of try to make yourself feel good, but it's not really effective, then you have to do some evaluation. You have to go into hermit mode and figure this out. And the other piece to that is that, hey, we're all looking for someone who is going to be a great match for us, and possibly we can have a future together. Well, you have to come into the game completely ready for a relationship, ready to love, and really concentrate on your new love. Okay, now let me just do one more clarifier for the Seven of Pentacles, because I think this is interesting. Okay, so we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, the Ace of Swords is really urging you to speak your mind and be very direct with the words that you use, and be specific about it. Don't mince your words. Don't go about like trying to be be delicate enough that you're not insulting anyone, but also, you might want to actually be the person to tell your secret first, or anything like personal, or something that's very something that is very personal, and tell it to this person first, so that way they can open up, they can feel like they're in a trusted environment. Oh, she just shared a very deep and personal thing, or he just shared a very deep and personal thing with me. Now I can now tell them my secret, because the truth is, you really need the secret to come out in order for you to get to the next step of the relationship, in which we were trying to find out if we could get to the next step, or we should go to the next step with the Three of Wands. So there's still this evaluation period going on, and until the truth comes out, you won't know exactly what to do. So okay, so let's go back to the Two of Cups and see if we got anything else. All right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This was destiny, okay? This was destiny. In order for you to meet this person, though, you both had to go through hell first in order to end up on top of the wheel, in order to even meet. So there's something inevitable about this meeting. This is like stuff that's beyond what we can actually comprehend on planet Earth. Let's see if we can clarify the Wheel of Fortune, because that is fascinating. I want to know more. Okay, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Leo, this is pretty much like a possibility for you and this person. That there could be a lot of hope for the future, and a love that is lasting, a legacy, building a family nucleus together that is pretty much celebrated for a very long time. Okay, another clarifier, Two of Wands. Okay, Two of Wands. This is definitely marking the new relationship that is beginning with many, many adventures ahead, with a huge scope that goes far beyond the what the eye can see. So yes, this is actually really good. Let's see what else. I want to get more clarifiers. Let's get more clarifiers for this. This is exciting. Oh boy, we've got the Tower. Ooh, this is juicy. Leo, what's going on here for you? So, let's see the Tower. Is it good this time or what is it? Okay, the Tower. Okay, this is gonna go back to the secret. The moon. Oh, okay, so the secret will be revealed, and it's gonna be a secret that is going to require you to get rid of some old beliefs about an idea. It's like it's gonna shift your mind. It's gonna shift your idea about relationships altogether, and like in a way you never thought it could or should. I mean, this is about a complete change that is going to be so huge for your psyche that and the secret is definitely on their end. So it's gonna shock you in a way, and it's gonna like totally rock your world. So the secret is going to be it's not really going to affect you in the way of like changing your life. As far as like not going to mess with your livelihood, and it's not going to mess with your home life. It's more like it's going to be the Tower for your view of the world, your view of relationships, and this kind of old idea system that you thought that relationships should be, and what it actually can be. And it won't, it's not gonna like break your heart either. It will inspire a decision from you. And, maybe it is that you thought that your love was going to be exciting and adventurous, and maybe real love is more like kind of boring and kind of simple. And just being realistic about, what your future is going to look like with this person. I mean, it could be just about anything, but it is a secret that they have to tell you. Like maybe they're a single mom or a single dad, or they're filing for bankruptcy and they're trying to put their lives back together, or they're like, they're like missing a limb or something. I mean, like that's pretty intense, like meeting someone and then discovering, getting to know them, and then they tell you like, okay, well, I was abused as a child. I'm not saying that's it. I'm saying it will be something like revealing some sort of secret to you that is going to kind of make you think very carefully about moving forward with the relationship. Okay, and it may be a deal breaker and it may not be a deal breaker. Either which way, it's gonna make you think to yourself, okay, how does this change the way I love my partners in the future, or this partner in the future? And here's another little piece to it too, is that it could also be that someone that is like in your vicinity, that is a casual friend or someone who you've been talking to, suddenly makes it known to you that they have been like, they're like madly in love with you, like breaking the silence on something, a big secret that they've been keeping to themselves. And knowing that and learning of that changes your, like, blows your mind, because you're like, whoa, I had no idea. Something like that. It's on the lines of that kind of knowledge. And you know, I'm getting the feeling that it's not a negative tower moment, is more of a positive tower moment, because I mean, you have so many like really cool cards around this whole story, and that's what really gives me the sense that things are actually, you know, this is not a bad tower moment. Yeah, I mean, if it was like a challenging card in the vicinity, I would say, wow, this is, you know, this could be, you know, something that's not good for the relationship. But I'm having a feeling that even from this, it could even strengthen your bond with this person. Okay, so there's also another piece to the Seven of Pentacles regarding all of this, that maybe you should consider, that the Seven of Pentacles is also, you've been waiting a long time, but also to exercise this incredible patience that the Queen of Wands is capable of doing, right? It's telling us, the Seven of Pentacles is telling us not to go rushing and pushing this individual into telling us the truth and telling us their secret. We have to wait until the time is right. And I know it's really difficult, and you know, we live in a, you know, instant society. You get things quicker, you get things faster, and it's all about speed. However, in this particular regard, when it comes to love and romance, trust takes time. So I feel like that's one key element I wanted to and was compelled to tell you guys about. Let's dig a little deeper into this, because I'm kind of liking this, you know, the secret that is revealed to you. All right, so the next card up is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, guys, this is where we get our first glimpse at this person who's our, you know, the partner to the Two of Cups. They are the Knight of Pentacles. So what we can narrow down to as a personality type, most likely, but not entirely, they could be an earth sign, or with strong earth signs in their birth chart. And then they can also have a very male energy that's very youthful. They may even be younger than you, infusing you with a little bit of, you know, energy and vitality. And we're looking at ages from around 18 to about 35, maybe even 38. Okay, this is good because you have the female energy with the Queen of Wands, and so you're both very nurturing. Both of you are intensely nurturing, but you actually match and oppose each other beautifully. You may be expecting someone who is the Knight of Pentacles that looks as if they've got everything together, right? That's what you want, somebody who can stand on their own, right? Leo doesn't want to have to keep on picking up people or trying to take care of other people. Even though we enjoy it, we don't want it to become a burden. But it seems like the person that you're interested in, they may have the secret, but it's like they may not have everything together. But once once they get their stuff together, all their ducks in a row, it's, they're very successful. They have a lot of potential for success, and you can see that. So in a way, they're a little bit of a fixer-upper. I don't know if you guys remember the song from Frozen where the trolls, the rock troll sings the song, but it's kind of like that. It's like you might have to help them out a little bit, but this person is capable of helping you out in the long run, because you have to look at this card very carefully. They actually come with an offering of the pentacle coin in their hand. So these guys might be able to help you with your finances, your business on the back end, right? Not only that, knights are really go-getters. So when they help, it'll be fast and aggressive. They can get the job done. They have the perseverance to get it done. And you want this kind of person on Team Leo for real. Okay, that's also what we're looking for. These guys will actually put blood, sweat, and tears in for you to make something successful for you. So think about that before you send them away because of their secret. I mean, and what I think is that the secret isn't quite a deal breaker because it comes from a good excuse. It comes from a good place. I mean, and you can make up your own decision what a deal breaker is, because I know I have mine and everybody has theirs, but there's some people who are just you know what, I'm not going to put up with certain, there are certain things I just can't have in my life because, I'm afraid of it, or I have experience with it. And maybe this person might challenge that a little. Hey, you may have some hang-ups or some misconceptions about a certain kind of thing that has to do with dating and being in a romantic relationship, and they're here to shake things up a little and get you to a new ideal for relationships in general. I mean, this kind of tower is actually, even if you don't end up with this person, will help you in the long run when, to eventually meet someone and make a relationship work that maybe you hadn't had that knowledge before. So this is a person who is ultimately going to help you more than you can imagine. After the secret is revealed, you don't have to take this love offering, okay? You have the choice to take it or to reject it. And it's really going to be up to you to refer back to your intuition, the High Priestess, and use the Sun for clarity of facts. All right, so I'll have one more card as a clarifier, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles. All right, if you can get over your expectations of what love is supposed to be in your mind, there can actually be a mutual growth in the future. You see all that greenery in the background, how beautiful it's even scaped into this little pathway. And the pathway is leading to more, adventures out there in the world, mountains to climb, adventures to have. And there's a beautiful garden there. So the other piece, the Knight of Pentacles is so perfect in this case. So perfect in this case because the Leo is represented by the Queen of Wands. She still outranks the Knight. So this means that Leo still gets to be in charge of this situation. We don't have to, like, we're in our natural habitat of being a leader. And this person may be a leader as well, being a knight and everything. Not saying that they won't, but it's interesting because this is a person who won't come in and try to change everything you've built. They're going to support what you've got going already. Okay? So ultimately, this is why the Ace of Pentacles is really calling to me right now as a sign that this is going to be an incredible union in the future. And again, another Pentacle card showing up for you. So this has to do with not just your growth as a couple, as a loving couple, but also this can involve your finances as well. Somehow the two of you could work on your finances together. Again, this Knight of Pentacles comes with an offering of a pentacle coin in their hand, and that means and that's significant here. This is a really tough individual too. They're wearing armor, and that gives me the sense that they have been through a lot. And that's why when I pulled the Wheel of Fortune, I got the message to tell you that the two of you have been through hell in order to meet each other. So there may be a guarding, and that's probably why we have a secret, right? Because there is armor there. They don't want to get hurt again. You know, they're trying to protect themselves from being hurt. And so they have to absolutely know that they can trust you before they release, before they tell you the secret. Okay, before they share their heart with you and their ultimate secrets with you. So, you know, this is all relating back to our beautiful Two of Cups that kept showing up for my main August reading for Leos. And the Two of Cups are partners that work together on providing harmony. And, you know, you give both equally. And the Knight of Pentacles is stable and reliable. That's the partner. The universe is giving its blessing in the Ace of Pentacles that this could work. Again, it is by situation, the choice that you have to be okay with what is revealed or not. It is absolutely up to you. It's not up to anyone else. But at this point, you will have the choice. So I hope that you guys like this reading and that it resonates with at least one or two of you out there, because it was coming through so strongly. I was compelled to make this video for one of you guys out there, somebody out there. This is for you. I also just wanted to let you guys know that I'm probably going to do one more special video for you guys for Leo season, which will be probably coming within the next 2 weeks, just to celebrate Leo season and to help my fellow Leos in the Leo pride, to inspire us to be our very, very best that we can be. no matter what happens and no matter what occurs in our lives, we are strong enough to face anything. So thank you for watching. It really means a lot to me, and please subscribe to this channel for Leo monthly readings and maybe some bonus material as well. And hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to be the first to know when my next video gets posted. Many blessings to you, my awesome Leos. And remember, this channel is dedicated to you and to you alone.